Tank Abbott, he comes from the streets of Orange County. He likes to equate himself as, one of these, tough guys, been brawling on the streets forever.
Right.
People know where you come from. What does this fight mean to you to fight a guy like that?
Being that Tank Abbott comes from the streets of Orange County, he beating up on those, local boys over there, which is not fair. If he was coming from Compton, Long Beach, Inglewood, being a white boy coming through that type of neighborhood, then he would have got mad props and respect from me. But coming from Orange County, what's that, the suburbs? Predominantly a middle, decent class area. So he beating up on old people and young people. So, you don't get much props for that, And I already know what he's coming with. He has a good power. A lot of guys respect his power. But coming from the streets of Miami-Dade County 305, which is like the #1 high crime area, #2, in the county, in the world, in the nation, you got to have mad props and respects to, to come through the street and throw hand and bang with guys who are strapped, who's willing to pull out a pistol and bust at you, on top of that. I'm fighting for respect, and, I was fighting, to make money. So, to fight a guy like Tank, that'll be a good fight, because he's coming from a type of a streets like I'm coming from the streets. So for this fight to be titleized, street certified, that means the world to me. And, I've seen Tank fight, on the MMA and, in the UFC, while I was in school and everything. And I always used to say, man, I would love to fight this guy. And I felt that way about Tyson and anyone who came that I saw on TV with the ability to throw hands. And that's what molded me. So for this opportunity to be where it is right now, it's not going to slip through my hands. So this fight means more to me than it does for him. He don't have to lose. I have a lot to lose. So when I train hard, and I train for real, and I put everything into it, because when fight night come, I'm gonna be a whole nother in that ring, man, in that cage. I'm coming to seek and destroy. I want to hurt somebody. I want to hurt this guy. And that's what's on my mind.
Everyone saw who you were, YouTube videos, stuff like that. When did you decide you really can make this transition and make this a career, be one of the top MMA guys in the world?
I kind of decided that, the decision was kind of made for me when we realized there really wasn't no one else left to fight. We probably didn't cover every city, every state, every little town or whatever, but we really put it out there to the big names like the what do you call it? The DMX crew, the Gotti crew, Little John's crew, Fat, what's your boy name? Nate, New York, Big Joe, Fat Joe's crew. So we talk, we hollered at these guys and Puffy and all those guys and to see, who they have in their squad that's willing to throw hands, for the 10-piece, or whatever. And, no one stepped up. And I was at the, and after that, the only guys that was willing to fight me, were guys that was already in the MMA world. And, I didn't know at the time. So to fight one of those guys on the streets, now that I know what I know, it wouldn't have been fair. Like now, for me to fight someone on the streets now, it wouldn't be fair. So, I wouldn't have a street fight willingly. But if a motherfucker want to disrespect me and we got a problem, we going to have a problem. Because, it's the streets, that's my background. That's where I come from. So for me to throw hands on the street right nowadays, I would think about it twice, but if push came to shove, oh, man, it's going to go down.
The big fight with Sean Gannon. I know that's still...
Oh, man, glad you brought that up. Gannon. Wow. I would literally give my left nut, but wouldn't tell nobody to fight this guy again, because this fight is owed to me. Just for the simple fact that how the fight went down, you know what I'm saying? And I would love to fight Sean Gannon again. And now I will fight him in the MMA world. Now that I know what I know, it's only fair that he signs with Showtime and we make this shit happen. It's only fair. If he doesn't do it, Gannon, you a I'm calling you out. Let's do this. Sign the contract. Stop bitching. Let's run it.
You have made an amazing evolution as a fighter. We talked to Sean Tompkins. We talked to Randy Tompkins when you were out at his place. You talked to Randy here tonight in Boston. Everyone has nothing but props for you. They say you're like a sponge. How hard has this transition been for you, just going from a brawler to being a refined fighter?
Honestly, you guys, this transition has been hard for me in the sense that I had to stop drinking. I had to stop having sex. I had to stop smoking. I was able to, I had to make sacrifices. I had to make commitmentship. I had to dedicate my life to the cause. Did I say stop smoking, by the way? I went weeks and months, 3 and 4 months at a time without seeing my family, my kids. Did I say stop smoking, by the way? Okay. And, the transition, that's been the hardest part, man. Just the dedication and the commitmentship and to be obedient to these guys and to listen to exactly what these guys say when they telling me to do another 15 and I feel like I got another 20. I can go that another 5 or 10 more. I push myself to the limits, and the sacrifices and the dedication. That's the real hardest part. The fight parts are easy, but just that transition alone is hard, man. To be a professional and to train a professional in this sport, man, I like it. I love it, and I think I got a good, strong 5-6 years in me, man, to really bang and shed some blood on the situation.
Well, in the past, strictly what people see on YouTube, he was strictly a brawler. I mean, he was a street fighter initially. And when he came to us, that's what he was. And we basically taught him how to be a mixed martial artist in like a year. I mean, that's all we've really been working. We worked on the ground game, we work on knees, we work on elbows, we work on strikes and takedown defense. He's pretty much well-rounded. We don't strictly stick with one thing. We always throw different things in the game plan. I mean, Boz is just amazing. People don't realize how good Boz is on the ground with jiu-jitsu, but he's phenomenal. And he works with Boz for 2 hours a day in his jiu-jitsu. So he's doing really well.
I look at the long term, the longevity term, how I can literally take care of the family, a whole hell of a lot better than I was doing before, and just, knowing that we can do things, we can shop together, we can now go on vacations, we could, just knowing now that I know I could pay the bills and my family can eat, man, and I can help out my loved ones and help out my friends, except for them sponges and those leeches, but the true friends that's in that circle, and to be able to be blessed and to make opportunity, to make a way that these guys, that the people that are close to me now have opportunities that they can eat. God bless me where I can set up for one of my best friends and my homies how they can eat now and show them some love. So now they don't have to thug it and do what they got to do just to make money. You know what I'm saying? But they could transition themselves and can be a part of what I'm about. And we change society. We're making the world a better place. We're not out there thugging and doing the things we used to do and that we know how to do. Now we eating by our hands. I'm gonna knock his fuck ass out. I'll choke him out. I'll knee him in his chin. I'll kick him on the side of his head. I'll break his arm. I'll break his ribs. I'll try to bust his bladder, make him piss blood. I'll put him in a toe hold, an ankle lock, a Kimura, the guillotine, the Americana, whatever I can do. Like I said, I got tools on my belt now, man. Any position I get in, man, Tank gonna have to, like I said, if he don't got a gun, man, Tank gonna have hell in there with me. He gonna have pure hell in there with me. And if you got a gun, you need a big ass gun. You need a chopper. Because if you pull out a 9, a 38, or a 45, I'm running through that. But if you pull out a chopper, hey, man, you got it, dog. It's all good. What's up, man? Other than that, man, you don't have to see me, man. You got to see me. I'm for real about this. This is not, this is not a joke to me. In that cage, man, man, you got to understand, y'all done took it off the streets and taught me some skills now. That's a problem. That's a motherfucking problem. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem. My oldest son is Kevin. Kevin Jr., my second son, he's Kevin the second. My third son is Kevlar. My oldest daughter is Kevina. My second daughter is Kiera. My third daughter is Cassandra. And the ages are 14, 12, 11, 7, 3, and 1. And we all live in one nice, big, brand new house that I just bought a couple of months ago. And I haven't lived in it now only for a month. And I've been away all this time training. you know, and they're home, and you know, they keep the grades up. Everyone is like, you know, BC students, and which, you know, I'm working on bringing their grades up away, and then that's one of the hardest, another hard thing for me. But for the most part about it, my kids have a lot of respect for what I'm doing and what I'm about, and you know, and they support. The support is there. You know, they're very noble, honorable kids, and you know, I love them to death. You know what I'm saying? And their friends love it, and you know, it's just a cool thing. Damn, your dad is a fighter. They love it. They get all the respect in the world, and you know what I'm saying? And they're fighters too, but they're so humble. You never would expect for these kids, for those kids to have that type of a talent. You know, they train to the box route and CDs every afternoon. They come home from school. They beat up on the bob. They send me footages. So, you know, my transition has also benefit my family, you know, and it works itself out, man, you know, and I thank God for that.